Are you thinking about moving to Tiburon, California in Marin County, and you have kids, and you want to know more about the schools here? Well, today I'm going to go over both public schools and private schools that are in Tiburon. A couple are just really close by to Tiburon. If you got kids, you can't miss this video. Let's get to it. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're thinking about moving to Tiburon or anywhere in Marin County in the next 10 days or in the next 10 months, reach out, give me a call. I love to help people make a smart, smooth move. And now, without further ado, so I'm sure you know that in the county of Marin, we have some of the best, most consistent, high-ranking schools in the country. And that is why so many people from large cities, particularly San Francisco, move here as soon as they have children. In the video, I'm first going to show you some of the governmental and other internet links that you can use to really hone your search for schools. I'm going to be focusing on Tiburon schools here, but those links will help you move beyond Tiburon. I'm also going to discuss where each of these schools are located and what is generally around them. And I'm going to give you my take on each school. I've had 3 kids go to school here, and I've had loads of friends that have touched on every single school that I'm going to talk about. So let's do those internet links first. Okay, so here is the first website. And by the way, you do not need to take note of this website. It is in the description below this video under the Show More. Anyway, this particular website, as you can see, is for K through 12 academics here in Marin County. This includes all the school districts. And the Tiburon School District here is called the Reed Union School District. So we're going to click on the Reed Union School District, and that is going to take us to their website. And as you can see, there are all the schools that we're going to be discussing in this video, which are all the public schools here in Tiburon. And you can get a lot more useful information on that site. Now we're going to go to the Marin County site, which includes all the public schools and all the private schools that are in Marin County. As you can see, there is Del Mar Middle School. That is one of the public schools in Tiburon that we're going to be discussing. And if you click on that, it's going to take you to Del Mar's website. So with both of these websites, you can get all the information that you may want on any of the schools in Marin County. In this video, I'm going to cover the 3 public schools that are here in Tiburon. And in part 2 of this video, I'm going to cover 3 of the private schools that are either in Tiburon or near Tiburon. I find that people generally know if they want to go public or private, so I'm going to separate them into 2 videos. So first, let's get the lay of the land. As you can see, this is an overhead map of Tiburon. To the far right side, you'll find Reed Elementary School, which covers kindergarten through 2nd grade. To the far left of this, we'll see Bel Aire Elementary School, which covers 3rd through 5th grade. And then about in the center is Del Mar School, which covers 6th through 8th grade. I'll show this map one more time and overlay the 3 private schools when we get to that part of this video. This is Reed Elementary School. And although you can barely see it on this sign, this is a California Distinguished School, as are all of the schools in Tiburon. As I said, it covers kindergarten through 2nd grade, and it's quite a beautiful school. It was built during the time here that I've lived in Tiburon, seems still very new to me. This overhead of Reed Elementary School shows that it sits on Tiburon Boulevard, which is a rather busy boulevard, and you take a left to get into it on Lyford Drive. It's mostly in a residential area, but easy access because of Tiburon Boulevard. And here is the 3D version of the same map, and it's a little hard to tell, but there is a gentle slope that's going up Lyford Drive, which gets a lot steeper as you get up there. And now I am in my car and approaching Reed School, so you can get the whole gist of what it's like. Of course, it's a school district, so do not drive as fast as I am showing in this sped up version of getting there. This school provides an education for children of Tiburon, but also Belvedere. Belvedere does not have its own elementary, and also East Corte Madera, which is just very close to Tiburon schools. Everybody that I know who has sent their children to Reed Elementary has loved it. I think the school is also different than a lot of other California public schools in that they have a lot of support for children that have different ways of learning. From Reed's website, they describe themselves as providing a unique educational experience for the primary age student. They are committed to helping every child become a confident learner and a respectful, responsible citizen by nurturing, teaching, and inspiring each child to thrive in a challenging, dynamic world. They hope to develop in students a great love of learning and confidence in their uniqueness and potential. Moving on to Bel Aire School, which covers 3rd through 5th grades. As you may have noticed from that overhead map before, with Bel Aire being all the way to the left of Tiburon and the other two being in the middle and to the right, no matter where you live in Tiburon, you're eventually going to end up close to one of the public schools. And as you can see, or rather barely see from this fuzzy picture, Bel Aire is a California distinguished public school. From this overhead of Bel Aire, you can see that it's really sitting in a full neighborhood. There are no busy streets running in front of Bel Aire Elementary School. And this 3D version shows that Bel Aire is on a gentle slope. And now we are driving through the neighborhood to give you the full impact of getting to Bel Aire Elementary School. Bel Aire's tagline is nurture, teach, and inspire, and each student will be challenged and inspired to reach their full potential. They want their students to take pride in accomplishments, express and support positions considering multiple perspectives, preserve and resilient amidst adversity, stress, disappointments, and conflict. They want them to advocate for self and others, be creative problem solvers, be motivated learners committed to academic excellence, apply their knowledge across disciplines, projects, and in real-life situations, and demonstrate self-knowledge, integrity, good judgment, and honor. They want them to collaborate with others, make positive choices for personal and physical well-being, generate ideas and the best possible solutions. Each student will be challenged and inspired to reach their fullest creative potential. And once again, all my friends who have sent children here have had nothing to say but positive things. And the last public school here in Tiburon is Del Mar, which is serving children from 6th through 8th grades. As you can see, or barely see with the plans here, again, it's still a California distinguished school. So again, now we're showing the overhead. And like Reed School, Del Mar is just off of Tiburon Boulevard, which can be busy sometimes, although the busyness comes mainly from these schools. And here is the 3D, and again, there is a gentle slope at Del Mar School. And now I'm showing the approach to Del Mar from up in the hills, not from Tiburon Boulevard, but from up in the hills down to Del Mar. We have spent lots of time at Del Mar for various club events. They host that soccer that's played inside gyms. My daughter did it. What's it called? Can't remember. And there were lots of soccer games and baseball games on the fields here at Del Mar. Del Mar, like the other two schools, has quite a few goals. They want their children to apply critical thinking and be a balanced individual and their best self. They believe in the power of the individual to make a difference, and they want their students to collaborate with others, demonstrate self-knowledge, integrity, good judgment, and honor, be an engaged citizen, exhibit self-assurance, confidence, and social competence, generate ideas and the best possible solutions, be a motivated learner committed to academic excellence, and understand that learning is a lifelong process. They want their students to actively contribute to school, local, and global communities, and just like Bel Aire, to advocate for self and others. And last, just like everyone else that I've known that has sent their children through the Tiburon public school system, everyone has loved their experience at Del Mar. Okay, that concludes part 1 of this video on Tiburon schools. I highly recommend that you go on to part 2 so you know what the private school system is like as well. You can click on that video right here.